Did you know that in Irish pubs, it's completely normal to strike up a conversation with a stranger? In fact, it's encouraged, but there's a catch. There are unspoken rules about how to do it right. Let's explore how these spontaneous chats often lead to lifelong friendships and why they're at the heart of Ireland's famous hospitality. Irish pubs undergo a wonderful metamorphosis as the night wears on. Ever wonder what draws people in and keeps them riveted to their seats long after last call? The key is an ancient custom that transforms silence into symphony and strangers into friends. The pulse of Irish pub culture is the unique fusion of music and conversation that defines the nighttime rhythm. Imagine yourself entering a warm, welcoming bar where the sound of clinking glasses and laughter permeates the atmosphere. Abruptly, the lyrical notes of a flute and the steady rhythm of a bodhran are joined by the sound of a fiddle. This is the sound of traditional Irish music, a legacy of centuries past that has become an integral part of the pub experience. Sessions, or live music events, are a phenomenon that unites people and is more than just a form of entertainment. Musicians congregate impromptu, fostering a welcoming and personal atmosphere. The music permeates the bar, enticing customers to clap their hands, tap their feet, and even start singing along. You might be surprised to hear that there is an unwritten rule about these performances in Irish bars. It is crucial to show respect for the musicians. Conversations stop when the music begins, and everyone's eyes are fixed on the performers. It's not polite to talk too loudly or interfere with the meeting. A significant portion of what makes the Irish pub experience so distinctive and captivating is this respect for the art form. You'll note as the evening wears on how the music establishes the mood for the whole thing. It establishes a shared experience and a point of connection for both locals and tourists. The tunes arouse feelings, arouse memories, and start conversations between strangers who might not have otherwise spoken. Speaking of talks, let's discuss how to have a great conversation in an Irish pub. This is where the real magic occurs. Pubs serve as social hubs where people congregate to share jokes, tell stories, and meet new acquaintances in Ireland. They are more than just places to get drunk. This lively, enjoyable exchange is known to the Irish as the crack. It's possible that you'll strike up a lively chat with someone at the bar or be invited to join a group discussion. It's common to wind up telling someone you just met about your life story at an Irish pub, so don't be shocked if this happens. It is simple for boundaries to fall away and relationships to blossom in the friendly and inviting environment. You'll see as the evening goes on how dialogue and music combine to produce something genuinely unique. A particularly poignant song may spark a round of storytelling, or a heated discussion may cease when a beloved song starts to play to show respect for one another. Irish bars have a distinct personality that comes from this easy blending of song and conversation. You may observe an odd custom taking place at the bar while you take in the vibrant ambiance of an Irish pub. Did you know that purchasing a drink in Ireland is a social art form as much as a transaction? Irish drinking traditions are as intricate and varied as the nation's past, ranging from the unwritten laws of buying rounds to the holy act of pouring Guinness. Let's begin with the quintessential pint of Guinness, which is the cornerstone of Irish pub culture. You may have been wondering why it's so difficult to obtain this legendary stout. A two-step pouring procedure that is almost revered in Irish pubs holds the key to the solution. The bartender fills the glass to about 3/4 full, lets it settle, and then adds more water. This technique isn't merely decorative, it's necessary to get the smooth texture and creamy head of the perfect pint. However, Irish drinking customs extend beyond simple pouring methods. Purchasing rounds is one of the most treasured customs in Irish bars. This is where a group of pals buy drinks for each other alternately. It's a tradition that builds connections and a sense of community in addition to being a means of cost sharing. You may probably see this custom in action when you visit an Irish pub where patrons will rotate in groups to approach the bar. A common activity among Irish people is pre-gaming or pre-drinks before going out to the pub. Before heading out for the evening, friends get together at someone's house for a few drinks. This tradition not only saves money, but also sets the scene for a fun-filled evening with friends. To prevent a binge drinking later on, it's crucial to pace oneself throughout this stage. Once you're in the pub, you may see that people often have shots. These little but powerful drinks are generally downed fast and with gusto, which makes the evening more exciting. Shots can make for a great evening, but it's important to balance this with sensible drinking habits. There is a specific protocol for placing drink orders in Irish pubs. Tabs are uncommon, thus it's usual to order at the bar and pay right away, unlike in many other countries. While waiting for their beverages, customers converse with the bartenders and one another, fostering a more social atmosphere. In an Irish pub, you may hear the term slánte, pronounced sláncha. This classic Irish toast illustrates how important health and well-being are to the culture while social drinking. It serves as a reminder that Irish people prioritize their friends' general well-being, even when they are celebrating. You might believe that the evening is coming to an end when the bartender declares final call and the clock reaches closing time. However, this is frequently when the true magic starts in Irish bars. Greetings from the realm of lock-ins, a beloved custom that transforms the pub into an exclusive after-hours event that only a select few get to attend. And distinctive feature of Irish pub culture is the lock-in, which turns the busy bar into a cozy gathering place for friends and regulars. Most customers leave at the designated closing time and head home, although some are encouraged to stay. The curtains are drawn, the doors are locked, and all of a sudden, you're invited to an exclusive party. An entire atmosphere changes during a lock-in. The once crowded bar transforms into a comfy living room as both customers and employees settle into banter. A sense of companionship and shared experience takes the place of the pressure to yell over the din. These are the times when lifelong friendships and treasured memories are created. Just picture yourself in that circumstance. Even though the jukebox is still playing quietly in the background, you can now clearly hear every word of the music. The bartender, relaxed now, may offer a unique whiskey from a secret supply. Talks are open and include a wide range of topics, from local rumors to life philosophy discussions. The essence of Irish culture is genuine hospitality, which is reflected in lock-ins. There's still a sense of community and fun even after business hours. It's a time when barriers come down, and you may find yourself having conversations with residents who have been friends for decades about stories and laughs, as if you've always been a part of the group. Even after a lock-in, though, the evening doesn't necessarily conclude at the bar. Many others carry on the journey by searching for late-night munchies. Fish and chip vans and kebab businesses become well-liked hangouts because their oily, filling food is the ideal way to recover from a night of drinking. These post-pub dinners serve as more than simply a meal. They're an opportunity to catch up on the evening's activities, laugh a little bit more, and consume some booze before returning home. Speaking about returning home, the trip there can provide amusement for the evening. Cab drivers frequently start spontaneous sing-alongs in which passengers start belting out pop music and traditional Irish ballads. Driven by the evening's festivities, these musical moments frequently turn into treasured recollections that are talked about for years to come. The unique quality of the Irish pub experience is the sense of camaraderie that is built throughout these late-night adventures. You're taking part in customs that have bonded people for years. Whether you're singing along in the taxi, hosting a lock-in, or splitting a kebab with new acquaintances. Relationships are forged by these common experiences, and they may endure long after the night ends. Friendships made during a lock-in sometimes last for years, with people frequently going back to the same pub to catch up. The bar becomes into more than simply a spot to get drinks. It turns into a second home where everyone knows your name and background.